Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we're taking a look at Battlbox Mission 68, and I'm going to break it down for you. Alright everybody, welcome back. So today we're taking a look at Battlbox Mission 68. This is a box I've been waiting to get for a while because, well, you'll see. There's a few things inside that are really cool. For those of you that don't know, Battlbox is a subscription box service. It delivers a box to you each month filled with survival, outdoors, hunting, bushcraft type stuff. If you subscribe, you get a new themed box of gear every month. I enjoy these boxes because they're fun, and I have a lot of useful items in them. Some of the items, maybe they're not useful to me, but I give them to a friend or sell them to a buddy or whatever. But all in all, I love these boxes because it's like Christmas. You never know what you're going to get in there, and it's kind of fun. I wouldn't suggest basing your entire preparations around them. They're just fun. And they sometimes have some really cool gear in them. And this one is one of those ones that I actually am going to be using some of this stuff and enjoying it. So, let's start off with what's in the box. Alright, so you can see all the stuff that's in there. Let's start pulling stuff out. First thing here is the Battletech Molly gear pouch. And this does have a purpose, so don't worry. But you can put magazines in here, anything you pretty much want. Definitely a cool little pouch. Nice little way to store your stuff in there. It does have the strap up top here, so you can move that to the side to put in magazines or whatever else you're going to put in there. You can use this for radios, small med kits, fire kits. Sky's the limit on this deal. And you got that tabbed elastic up there to keep it on there. One of the things I want to use this for is I want to stick this kind of over the mirror on my scooter, so I have a little HT radio. Now, I probably won't be listening to it while I'm riding or talking on it, but it'll be nice to have a nice secure pouch to stick on my scooter and drop my radio in and know it's not going anywhere. So, definitely have a use for that. That is very cool. Okay, let's move on to the next item. And that is going to be something interesting I think you guys are going to like. By the way, I didn't show you the mission delivered. It shows you what's in the box, all the information in there. That is this here. That is the BDS-40 Fire8 MK5 finger-looped fire suppression device. So basically what you're going to do with this is you're going to slide this off before you use it, put this in here and push down, and it's a miniature fire extinguisher. If you don't have a fire extinguisher in your vehicle or your motorcycle or whatever, definitely something handy to have. Pretty easy to use. I'm probably going to keep it out here, just for, who lights a lot of fires out here? I do. So having it out here would be pretty handy. I already have a couple fire extinguishers, but having something small like this nearby, definitely a cool little thing. One thing I did notice on this, and I want you guys to remember this. This is a foam wetting agent. You do not want to use this on electrical fires. For what I'm doing out here, when I'm using it on stoves, and if I have an accidental fire from something that catches on fire with what I'm doing out here, this is fine, but you don't want to use this on electrical fires. Okay, so with that said, let's move on to the next item. And this one's going to take a little setup, so I'll be right back. Alright, next up, Hotsnot Fire Starter. Got a really cool, catchy name there, but it works really well from what I've seen. I've seen people use this stuff. So we're going to try it out here. Just simply squeeze out a little bit of this like toothpaste on a material you want to light with a match, lighter, or even a ferro rod. And you can even use it on the bottom of a log, say, if you want to spread it. You got a little poker there. Pop it, poke it like that. And I'm just going to put a pile of it down here. Let's see if I can light it with a ferro rod. If not, I'll light it with a lighter. But, should be able to get it with a ferro rod. Let's see. How convenient to have my fire extinguisher right there, huh? There we go. So, that definitely works as advertised. We'll be using that in the channel when we want to start fires. That's definitely cool. And you got a decent amount of it, too. This is a nice big 3.7 ounce, 3.75 ounce. So that's pretty cool. Alright, let's put out the fire and move on with what's next. Alright, next up is the Kitbox Design Southern Survival 6x6 patch. Kind of a cool thing. I think it's kind of neat looking, a little Jeep. What I didn't notice about these patches was that you can take the back off and sew this into a hat, a jacket, a shirt, whatever, and then just stick it right on there. It's a nice vinyl PVC, kind of thick, heavy-duty little patch there. Kind of cool. Not something I would go crazy over, but hey, you know what? It's part of the box. It's kind of cool. Alright, next up, Southern Survival Screwgate Climbing Carabiners. Now, we've all seen these things. Okay, And they all usually say on them, not for climbing. No kidding. These actually are for climbing. Okay. These are real carabiners. And I'm going to cut one open and show you how they work. It was connected there, but it fell out. I'm going to cut one of the pieces off there and show you how these work. These are the real deal. They can actually support weight. They will load bear pretty much anything you need them to. I believe they're up to 1,750 pounds of force. They do have a long access for 5,000 pounds of force. And the D-shaped design allows for 60 degrees with the gate open. And you can screw it in there. The screw gate kind of ensures that it's not going to open by mistake or by accident. Screw it down and it opens back up. So let me open that up. Let me grab a pair of scissors off the wall here. Show you what it looks like. These are actually the real deal. Now, am I going to go mountain climbing? No. But would it be nice to have something I can put on my backpack and know that no matter what happens, it's going to stay on there very, very well. Very positive lockup. And you just simply screw that up there, and that's not going anywhere. So these are definitely cool. I will be incorporating these. I may even incorporate them on the side of the scooter if I want to have something to snap a bag in with. You know, if I go shopping and I want to snap my grocery bag in there. Plastic bags are really good for carabiners. They fit right in there. So definitely cool little thing. Let's move on to the next item. Now before we start in on the next thing, I want to let you know that's one of the things I like about Battlbox is it's scalable. You have different levels of which you can buy in. If you want to just do the basic box, you can do that, and it's like 39 something a month. If you want to do the advanced box, that's a whole different story. You're always going to get more than you give. I mean, if you're paying like 50 bucks for a box, you're going to get a box that's worth about 100. So I definitely like the fact that you can scale it up or down. If you don't want to spend $100 a month, you can spend 50. You know, you can do it any way you really want. Now we're moving up a little bit to the next level of box, and this is the Southern Survival 1.3 gallon mil-spec jerry can with spout. Now this thing's kind of cool. I actually like this. I'm actually going to use this. Again, it's going to be a scooter thing. I'm not going to put it on the scooter, but I'll have a little extra gas, you know, maybe over by it where I park it in the garage here. And I will always have a way to have a little extra gas stored. Of course, I have 5-gallon jerry cans everywhere, but I like it because it's kind of part of the smallness of it, and it's got the right amount. It takes about 1.5 gallons. So that's kind of cool too. Now one of the cool things about this that you can do with this goes across here like this. Let me pop that open for you. There you go. And this thing's a real gas can. It's well made, you know. I don't think you're going to be leaking anything out of it. Definitely a nice little gas can. Your lid, it will come with a, you'll see this little grommet here around the outside there. That's going to go on there like that. Your spout, you're going to push down like that. And it does have a rubber end, so even if you want to stick that on there for a little more distance and accuracy when pouring it into your vehicle, you can. So it's a cool little thing. I mean, that's really cute, and I think it'll work good to have a little extra. It's exactly one extra can of gas for my scooter because the scooter takes about 1.5 gallons. So that's kind of handy to have, and I will be using that myself. I'm going to lock that back down, and you can run this under here. And it's got a little locking mechanism so it doesn't open up. You know, a little pull pin there. So definitely cool little item. Alright, let's move on to one of the last items. And I think this is kind of really cool. This is such a multiple use item that I think you're going to like it. So let's check it out. Next up is the Raptor Razor Mano knife. Now this is a $99 value they're saying in here. This is an ideal knife for high precision field dressing tasks such as removing back straps, tenderloins, quartering out an animal. It's extremely versatile. They have these kind of, you know what these remind me of is these scalpels or blades. These are your individual blades here. Okay, this is your actual knife. Okay, you're going to take that out. You're going to unscrew these two things in here. They do give you a screwdriver. I'll show you that in a minute. And you'll put that in there. One of the things I like about it is you got that just natural feel for this. You know, your finger is just an extension of the knife, and you can get very, very precise cuts with it. I probably wouldn't be using it for that. But I do have friends that might use it for fishing. And this is your screwdriver, if I can get it out of there. And there's your screwdriver. So you can open this up, load up a blade in here, and use it very, very easily. Now it does come with a bunch of those blades for skinning and dressing animals and stuff like that. And it does come with a very nice case too. Your instructions are in here as well. I think that's everything. Nice little belt case. Your instructions. It does come with these blades here. These blades I would use for that. They're more like a kind of a fine surgical, very thin steel. But what it also comes with is one of these, which is kind of a sheep's foot head, and this is what I like about it, a saw blade. So if you have to cut down some trees, you know, or cut down some smaller trees or branches or stuff for kindling, you can do that right here. I'm going to put this together and show you what it looks like, and we're going to test it outside. So excuse the wind noise, but it is a little windy. This is our monsoon season out here. So easy enough to put together. 2 little screws, put it right in there, and you're good to go. I'm going to put my thumb through there because I like that feeling. I like the fact of having that gripped in your hand like that, or your pinky. Let's give it a try and see how well this blade works. Definitely doing its job. I'm kind of doing it in suboptimal conditions, you know. Kind of a piece of wood just hanging out there, but you can see that does cut through very, very, very well. I probably should do this in a better manner, but all in all, I'm pretty impressed with it. And the weight on this is so light. It's almost as light as carrying, you know, a folding saw or something. It's even lighter than that. So if you could find a way to get a little sheath for this, that could be a good way to chop up some kindling wood. Definitely a cool little item. Let's get back on the table and finish up the box. Alright, so we're up to the final item. I kind of moved things around for you here so you can see everything that comes in the box. And the final item, which I think is really nice, is the Remu Knife. And this is an interesting little knife. Let me show you this guy here. I'll bring it up close to the camera. I have the cameras in an unusual position today, so I'm not used to doing it this way. But there are your scales. There's your Kydex sheath. Let's get the blade out there. You can take a look at it. Now this is the perfect tool for gutting and skinning. Nice lightweight drop point knife. It has a little bit of girth to the end of it, so it really doesn't feel super, super light. Doesn't feel, you know, too tinny or light in your hands. You've got really comfortable G10 handles and the thumb jimping, so you get a nice good grip on it. And if you notice, there's something unusual about that back area there, isn't there? Something a little bit different about it. Let me show you how I get it out. I'm going to show it on camera. Pull back, and I got a tool here. So I got a fish hook, and it's still a full tang knife. You can see down in there, you know, there's still tang all the way to the back. You got a little fish hook remover, bottle opener, all sorts of cool little tools. Okay, so you can use this for gutting and skinning as well, or popping the top off soda while you're out there fishing, doing what you do. And even without using this, even if you weren't to use this at all, the knife itself is very, very comfortable in your hand. I used to hate this back kind of design on knives, and I found now that I'm actually using the knife and not just looking at it, that's very, very comfortable. And let me show you something. This thing came so ridiculously sharp out of the box. It's just insane how sharp that is. It's like a razor sharp out of the box. Just super, super sharp. So, feels good in your hand. Definitely a nice looking knife. Nice heavy, quality, decent knife. Let me give you some stats on it. The blade is 7CR. It is a drop point flat grind, as you can tell there. Blade length is 3.97 inches. Overall length is 9 inches. And the handle is a red and black G10 with a green liner. So at least has a little bit of green in there. If you drop it in the woods, you'll find it quickly. And I gotta say, I like it. I like it. It feels really good in my hands. We're going to be using this in the channel as my new everyday use knife. You know, one of the things that I found I'm using up my other knives, and my other one is just a cheap Chinese knife I bought at a secondhand shop, and I've been beating the heck out of it. And I wanted to use something a little bit higher quality, a little better. So we're going to be using this one when we chop up and baton wood in videos. And I'm really, really impressed with it. I love the sheath. The sheath is really nice. You know, you don't always get a nice sheath when you get a decent knife. So that's a really cool little kit. So this is everything you're going to get. This is the Pro Box. Remember, there's different levels. And the first few items I showed you would be what you get in the starter box, the beginners, and you can move up from there. Really, really scalable. You can take this anywhere you want to go. You can also buy individual items on their site. I will have a code for you. If you're interested in the code, it's Iridium24, not 242, Iridium24. That's going to get you 10% off your first subscription box. So if you're interested in getting started with this and having some fun with it, again, this isn't super serious stuff. You got to have some fun. You got to see what's out there, check out some new gear. This is an easy way to do it without breaking the bank. There's different levels you can join at, so by all means check them out. It's battlbox.com. I will have the link down below. My coupon code, Iridium24, 10% off for your first subscription box. So if you're getting a first subscription box, you use that code, you're going to save 10% right off the bat. Anyway, folks, I thank you for watching. Check their link out down below. They have some really cool stuff. Even if you're not interested in buying a battle box, they have all these individual items you can check out too. But I'd recommend the subscription because it's fun. I don't want this to cut into your preps. If you're not prepared enough already, that's a different story. But just for fun and for actually some really quality stuff, it's worthwhile. I think it's really worth it. So check out the link. Check out our other links as well. We have our Amazon affiliate store down there. Everything I review, I try to put in that store so you guys can see it. Check it out. Freeze-Dry Wholesalers link. If you click that link down below, you're going to save 15% just by clicking the link. We have our Prep with My Patriot Supply link down there below. That's preparewithiridium.com, preparewithiridium.com, and our Thrive Life link as well. If you're interested in getting started in Thrive Life, remember, you don't have to join anything. You can get Thrive Life stuff and just try it out yourself and have some fun, try it out, see if you like it. If you like it, you can stock up on it, and it's very affordable too. If you want to stock up in smaller portions, easier to do that with pantry cans. Anyway, folks, I thank you for watching, and remember, you can't control what happens, but you can prepare for it.